Weena's final scene, the slow close. The kitchen is quiet, not empty, just resting. A bowl sits half full, steam rising like a memory deciding whether to stay. The spoon is tilted, not dropped. It hums faintly. Weena is at the window, forehead against the glass. Outside, the mango tree ripples, though there's no wind. She speaks once, not aloud, not to anyone, but the wells hear her. If they remember the taste, I won't need a monument. Behind her, the ticking basket begins to dissolve, not burn, not vanish. It folds slowly into soft air. Time thatch unwinds like a spool of old thread, looping gently into its original silence. She removes her apron, not solemnly, just deliberately. She folds it with one hand, the other touching the diary she left open near the stove. The final entry was written at sunrise. I stirred it slowly today, just once. The world felt ready. In the courtyard, Leo is already walking backwards, smiling like he knows something she doesn't remember. He fades at the third step, humming the Luga tune. A knock comes at the door, but she doesn't answer. It was meant for someone else, or maybe for the future. Weena breathes. She picks up the spoon. She places it on the windowsill. Likewise, she leaves through the pantry. The mango hums once more, then goes quiet. 50 years later, the whisper from the dust. The diary was found under a loose floorboard in the old pantry. The house had long since quieted. No residents, no recipes, just a mango tree that oddly bloomed every year on July 13th, despite frost. An archivist named Lila had come to catalog forgotten places. She wasn't expecting anything but faded blueprints and termite nibbles. But there it was, soft-bound, a faint scent of lavender and rice husk lingering between the pages. She opened it. Half the pages were blank. Half had entries, written in a hand that felt strangely familiar. She read, I stirred it slowly today, just once. The world felt ready. Then, lightly pressed between the final pages, a single spoon, not aged, not rusted, just humming faintly. And Lila whispered, as if remembering something that hadn't happened yet. This recipe wasn't meant for food. It was meant for return. The mango rustled, the candle flickered, though no one had lit it. Some stories don't close, they steep. Faint echo from Lila's pantry. She hadn't meant to stay. Lila was there for the paperwork, the brittle permits, the crumbling floor plans, but the scent held her longer than expected. Rice husk, lavender, something older than either. The pantry was small, not remarkable, but as she stepped inside, the air shifted, not colder, not warmer, just aware. The spoon on the sill gleamed faintly, untouched by dust. Its handle was worn in places, like it had been held with purpose, not just for stirring, but for remembering. Lila ran her fingers along the diary's spine. It didn't open immediately. It offered itself slowly, like a story half asleep. The first page was blank. The second whispered, To stir is to reshape, even when you don't mean to. Then the walls pulsed, not loudly, just enough to mimic a heartbeat, or maybe a lullaby. Somewhere beyond the mango tree, she heard a faint clinking, spoon against ceramic. Lila blinked. She was still in the pantry, but now the spoon was warm. And the final page, somehow written in her own handwriting, read, I don't remember writing this, but I think it's time I stirred. She took the spoon, not because she understood, but because something just asked her to remember.